What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I've got a couple of friends here with me today, Nena and Raf, both tattooists out of Chicago, and we're going to be reading some more Am I the A-Holes on Reddit. Are you guys familiar with any of this stuff before? Have you ever read any Am I the A-Holes?
No.
No, not at all.
Basically, people reach out to the world of Reddit to find out if something they've done makes them the a-hole or not. So they want to get outside opinions on them, and today we're reading through a lot of tattoo stories.
Pony, I just want to add, I just got a computer for the first time last week, so teach me a thing or two about them. What are these reviews you're talking about?
Well, Raf, if you've never heard of Reddit, it is the front page of the internet, we'll say. So we'll just go ahead and jump right into it. The first one is titled, Am I the A-hole for canceling my girlfriend's tattoo appointment? Before I get any further, do you guys have any opinions on, do you think they're going to be the asshole or not?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if you kind of go out of your way to book an appointment, you know, like, first of all, you got to hear the story out. Why did he cancel the appointment?
Yeah, well, it says, my girlfriend has OCD. One symptom she experiences is her doing everything in fives. Her mother passed away in March of 2018. My girlfriend goes to therapy, and in January of this year, when she brought up getting a tattoo for the 5th anniversary of her mother's death, I suggest she talked about it with her therapist. After doing so, she said that her therapist also didn't think it was a good idea, and she believed that the drive behind her wanting to get the tattoo was her OCD, rather than the actual want of getting it. However, my girlfriend still went ahead and booked the appointment. After talking with a couple of friends about it, they all agreed that it wasn't a good idea to make such a permanent decision, which has purely been fueled by her OCD. If she had somewhat recovered from her OCD, I wouldn't be so hesitant. However, she hasn't made any progress. I emailed the tattooist, we have each other's passwords, and canceled her appointment. I told her an hour before the appointment that it had been canceled, and as she had booked the last slot for the day, she was unable to get it done. I knew she was going to be upset, but I didn't realize how upset she was going to be. It's been a couple of weeks, and it's honestly crazy how she's reacted to it, but I am more than certain, and so are our friends, that in the future, once she recovers from her OCD, she will be really grateful. It's clear that it was OCD influenced, as it has flared up a bit because of it, and she's aware of that too, and has described it as making her physically sick when she thinks about the fact that she'll never be able to get a tattoo on the 5th year anniversary. So, am I the a-hole?
Yes.
I wonder if when she got mad, she yelled at him 5 times.
Right?
Oh my God.
You're a jerk, you're a jerk, you're a jerk, you're a jerk, you're a jerk. Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of crazy. Like, it's her body, right? By her
Yeah, it
choice.
sounds controlling as from everybody in her life.
Right? It's not even like their husband and wife, which
Fuck,
wouldn't even
maybe
matter, but
OCD.
it's a girlfriend.
Tattoo.
And it kind of like ruins the whole idea that she can't get that tattoo, OCD or not. Like, she wanted to get it on the 5th year of her mother's anniversary, death anniversary, right? She'll never be able to do that again.
Oh yeah, that's a
the-
milestone.
Yeah, I was like this. I don't know, that's...
Kind of shysty.
So is
bogus
is it like she went to get a tattoo and it was like 5 roses, or she had to get tattooed 5 times? Like, book 1 tattoo appointment every day
It could have
for
been.
5 days?
It's probably going to be on the same day.
Or is it just like ... Because then, in which case, the tattoo is fine. But if she's doing giant roses everywhere, I have to do 5 tattoos, 5 tattoos. I have to do it.
Yeah.
Or like it was like just a crazy like idea of a tattoo and they were like, no.
I don't know. I don't even think it was a crazy idea of a tattoo. I wish they had posted it, but I think it's just the fact that the boyfriend thinks it was OCD fueled, which, I mean, if she's got OCD, it's not really going away like he thinks it's going to, because he says when she recovers from her OCD, she'll be really grateful. That's really weird of him to say.
Yeah, he's
Asshole.
like an asshole.
Yeah.
What the break up with him? No.
Well.
I think just the fact that he had to go behind her back and do it is what stamps him as the asshole, right?
And he
Yeah,
has
for
her
sure.
passwords and stuff. Like, what the
Oh, that's also kind of creepy, right?
There's a lot of creepiness going on in there.
Yeah.
I have her information. I'm in charge of her OCD now.
Right.
He takes it upon himself. She becomes less OCD.
Oh, she'll thank
He
me
starts to
later.
take it up.
Yeah, he sounds very controlling.
Sounds scary. Get out
Not
of
in a
there.
good way.
No, he's not an asshole.
A couple of the comments say, one person says, you're the asshole for 5 reasons. It's her body, it's her body, it's her body, it's her body, it's her body.
Yeah. Period.
Fair enough. And another one says, you are the asshole. Jesus Christ, it's a tattoo to commemorate her mother. Even if the timing was more for her OCD than her mother, so what? You don't even sound like you understood how much this will impact her, much less have a plan in place to help her cope. At least you'll have no trouble getting a 5-year anniversary tattoo of your breakup. Hey.
Oh,
Hey.
got him.
Zing. Another one says, you don't recover from OCD, you learn to manage it. It's not chlamydia or tonsillitis. You don't just pop a pill and it goes away. So she can never get a tattoo on a significant date then, because if you're wanting her to recover, you're going to be waiting a long time. She's her own person, she's an adult, it's her body. If it's a mistake, it's hers to make. 100%.
Yeah.
It's her body, she can do what she wants. And it's a tattoo, it's not like it's permanent.
No. Depends who applies it. It'll fall right out.
Right.
I definitely feel if you would have had communication better, right, and explained to her that maybe it could be an impulsive thing that he can help with. If there was another way to scratch that itch, I think might be a little bit better. But just going behind her back is just terrible.
Yeah,
right?
signing into her account, pretending to be her.
They didn't tell her until an hour before.
Yeah, that's insane.
Oh my God, I would cry.
He was
like,
pretending
man, you're so
to be
excited to
here.
go get tattooed.
That's what it seems like. I mean, because they have each other's passwords, so he mailed her from her account. Otherwise, he would have just emailed her
He
from
was
his
wearing
account.
her clothes. He had a wig.
And then that's like so douchey on the artist too. Like, what the heck? He just canceled the appointment, so now the artist is just like, what?
All right, out money. Yeah, you're the asshole
Yeah,
in
over
many
here,
ways.
like, probably drew it all up. They're all ready.
Yep. Yeah, this one says, since you mentioned you have each other's passwords, I'm taking it you mean you signed into your girlfriend's email account and pretended to be her to contact the tattoo artist and cancel. You have no right to pretend to be someone else and cancel their appointments just because you don't like their choices. She can make her own decisions. I wish the OP wrote back in a couple of these, but it seems like he just disappeared after that.
I mean, did he share this Reddit with his girl?
She probably signed into his account and saw it.
It was probably her.
She wrote it out.
Yeah, right.
Dressed as him writing that out.
Right. That would be hilarious. All right, so I think we can all agree that this person is definitely the a-hole.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're an asshole.
All right, so this one's a fun one. It's titled, Am I the a-hole for getting a tattoo without my girlfriend's permission?
I mean, like, why do you need anybody's permission?
When you're 19 years old. I don't know, that's what it says.
Hey man, if you want to make a stupid decision, that's your own free will to do so. You don't need everyone's hand to hold you all the way in, you know?
Not at all.
Yeah.
So it says, for context, I am 19 in college and she is 18 in high school. Going to college an hour away from me next year. My first semester, I went through a lot of crap to get where I am, and I am incredibly proud of my work, so with parental permission, I got a peacock on my ankle. No big deal, I was assuming. Turns out it was a big deal, and now my girlfriend is threatening to break up with me. She is mad, saying how my style was already garbage and how she has waited for me to fix it, and I never did, and I told her I was willing to work with her to help that. Then she finds out about this tattoo, and now she's threatening to break up with me. She sent the tattoo to her whole family, and they have all sent the pic to me saying how gross and bad it is, even though my family loves it. She's mad how I did not ask for permission and says it doesn't fit her values of how we should be together. Currently in crisis mode, trying to work this out. Am I the a-hole?
Run. No,
Yeah, run! Yeesh.
I mean, let her break up with you.
For real, that's insane.
Yeah, I mean, it depends what he got, right? Like,
I mean, even if it's like a shitty tattoo, like,
is it shitty or does it say like across his chest?
no, it's a peacock on his
Oh,
ankle.
sorry, I missed that part.
Yeah,
Pay attention.
yeah, she doesn't seem like she's a fan of any of the tattoos that he's got because she's like, your style is garbage. It's like,
She just
Jesus
doesn't like
Christ.
him.
No, right? This is what it seems like.
Yeah.
Another controlling girlfriend.
Is this a theme?
Seems like it. Yeah, there's a lot of control issues happening here.
Hey, the last one was a controlling boyfriend.
Boyfriend, yeah,
We're mixing it up here.
yeah. We're all inclusive.
Yeah, yeah.
Black girl, black girl.
This comment says, your body, your choice. Also, she sounds kind of crazy. Almost seems like she's treating you as an accessory instead of a boyfriend, not the asshole.
I wish they put like the picture.
I know, I wish they did too, because I'd love to see these.
How many good peacocks have you seen on ankles lately?
Well, you're right.
That's a nice
Got a
one.
point.
Yeah, it was a tiny peacock and couldn't get the information across to the best, you know, and so it's a little bit of an embarrassing tattoo, and she wants to get him high socks from now on, you know?
Is she gonna buy him?
I think she's gonna have to. She doesn't like it. She might even go strong and get him the thigh highs. Hide that cock. Peacock it is.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. This one says, you don't need her permission when it comes to choices about your body. What she's doing is the pit of me. I think they mean the epitome of manipulation. Knock her off her pedal stool. Jesus Christ. Knock her off her pedal stool and say, you're right, we should break up. Somebody comments on that, says, pedal stool. I love this so much. It's pedestal, but I think I'm going to use pedal stool from now on. Also, totally agree with your verdict.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess not much more to say. I mean, they're young, you know what I mean? I guess it's kind of weird reading this about like two young people that are just like, that's the biggest thing they have to worry about is their tattoos on each other is crazy.
He got his parents' permission.
He got his parents' permission at 19.
That's cute.
That's adorable.
My kids better ask for my permission at 19.
Well, what state was it in? You know, if it's not 21 and over.
They changed it in some states to 21.
Yeah.
So maybe that was like the bad boy thing, and she was like, "Please stop! You have to be 21."
He got his parents' permission. He can't be a bad boy.
Oh, that's true.
He's a nice boy.
He's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
All right, okay.
He also got a peacock.
Yeah.
See bad boy?
Yeah, is it not the asshole? This is just toxic and controlling. Please break up with her. You deserve better. Everybody seems to agree that he's definitely not the asshole. Seems like a nice guy to put up with that.
Yeah, he's all questioning himself and shit.
Right. It's not good for the future. So with this one, I think we can all agree, not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
Not the asshole. Not the asshole.
So this is an interesting one, and I'm very curious about your guys' takes on this. It says, am I the a-hole for challenging my tattoo price? I feel like I have been overcharged.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it depends on how. Let's hear more.
Usually I say like, there's no haggling. It's like whatever the tattoo artist wants to charge, that's what the price is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if he doesn't like it, look through the portfolio. If he doesn't think it's worth it, go to somebody else.
Right.
Yeah.
So this says, my sister's partner is a tattoo artist, has recently quoted me 400 pounds. I'm gonna change pounds to dollars to make it easier for us because we're American. So it says, my sister's partner is a tattoo artist. She recently quoted me $400 for a tattoo, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. I have had the tattoo, which has made up part of a sleeve, but he only did 3 hours. He still charged me $350. I have more work to be added to it. I challenged my sister about this and asked if it was right, and she started coming off with all this stuff about how I was paying for his expertise and that he works fast. His hourly rate is $80. So am I the a-hole for being annoyed that I've been charged over $115 per hour? I feel like it shouldn't matter how fast he works. If he quoted for a day, I should get a day.
Yeah, if you're already quoting somebody for what the day is, you have to make true. Or you can go over and say, I quoted you for about 4 hours. That's X amount of dollars, but we did 5 hours. So say it was that $400 and you guys went over, then you're like, oh, I could give you a deal. We'll call it 400 even. Or we did go over an hour, so 450, 500, and I won't even charge you the extra hour rate. You know, you can even give them a little bit of a discount. But if you're not communicating that and you're springing that up, and it's really communication is key, as always, right?
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I mean, that's why I try to stick to like day rates rather than hour. It's just like I try to give them a flat rate price, so if it takes less, it takes more, it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't want to have to do math at the end. I'm just like, you know what, that they told you this much.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm the same way, right? Like if I tell somebody it's like for a half day, which I consider my 4 hours, and it only takes me about 2.5, 3 hours, then I cut them a little bit of a deal.
Yeah. Somebody is saying, yes, you're the asshole for disputing the price with your sister rather than the artist. She's their partner, not their boss. Fair enough.
That's pretty good.
You didn't have to pay for the hours you paid for the tattoo and the expertise to get what you want. The hours were an estimate of the time. You got what you wanted at a lower price than the one that you agreed to. You're the asshole. Yep. I mean, he gave him a good chunk of time too. 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's several hours for, I don't know how much 400 pounds is, but
Again,
either
I want
way.
to see the tattoo now.
Right. But either way, they gave him, what, $50 off, right? Yeah, he still charged me $350. Yeah, he's still got a better deal.
So what was the argument? He just was like...
He still thinks he's overcharged because it was only 3 hours worth of work. So they gave him $50 off because it wasn't 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., which is crazy. That's just giving him a good time slot in which you'll be finished. You know what I mean?
I mean, you never know the challenges of the course ahead of you, right? So maybe the tattoo took a little longer. Maybe his skin wasn't what the artist was used to. Maybe he moves. Maybe something can change that up a little bit, you know? So you have to accommodate. There's always a little bit of a buffer.
Right. I mean, I think it's better to give a longer time estimate anyway. Just like you said, in case something comes up, you want to, you know, you don't want to be like, this is going to take 10 till 2 p.m. and then comes 3 p.m. You're like, hey, I thought we'd be finished by 2. And then, you know, you're being an asshole again. Yeah.
But I mean, if you say to somebody, okay, that time is from noon to 6 and then you finish at 4, they're going to want a discount, you know? And so if you go over and tell them, oh, we finished quick, they're going to want to be compensated for that time and say, well, you told me it'd be $1,000, so you finished faster, so it should be $800. But that's not the way it works, right?
Right, yeah. Because even still, it's like, I mean, you're still getting the tattoo that you wanted out of it, right? But now you don't have to sit through all that pain. So
I'll make it take longer.
Yeah, right. Sit down. We'll keep it going. Now I'll charge you $400 instead of $350.
Yeah.
Well, I told you to be done in 4 hours. We finished in 2, so I'm just going to tattoo you with some water here for the next 2 hours, just so you get 4 hours worth of pain, which is what you paid for.
That's what you wanted.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
it's kind of silly.
It kind of sounds like both of them have mild asshole-ish, right? Because like one guy for not communicating, the other one for being a little pissy about it. All you guys have to do is talk it out.
Yeah, communication is key.
Yeah.
Yeah, directly, not like with the third person that has nothing to do with
it. Has nothing to do with it, right? With your sister, come on.
No.
If you're concerned about prices like this, then you shouldn't be getting tattooed.
Yep.
Yeah, this guy says you're potentially ruining 2 relationships over $50. I appreciate this is a lot of money, but it is not worth this much grief. You're the asshole.
Yeah, do your research. Butthole.
Yes, I think we can all agree on this one. They're the asshole. Making this much stink over $50.
Yep.
Kind of crazy. Sorry, my guy, you're the asshole. Real quick, I want to take a break and give a shout out to the sponsor of this channel, Mad Rabbit. They are a premium tattoo aftercare company that has something for everyone. Whether you're a tattoo or a collector, they've got you covered. So don't be an a-hole and keep your tattoos protected. Head on over to madrabbit.com and be sure to use code 2020 to save 20% off your entire order. All right, let's get back to it. All right, so this one is kind of similar to the last one. It's titled, Am I the A-hole for asking my tattoo artist to lower my price for my tattoo after she constantly got up to go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
You gotta pee, you gotta pee. You don't know what kind of bladder issues they're working with.
Yeah.
The artist?
Not a fucking robot.
The artist kept getting up to go to the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Oh, man. Were they dropping deuces every 15 minutes or just a tinkle every 20?
Would that change things?
No specifics, man. We need to know specifics.
All right, I got you.
Maybe the artist had terrible diarrhea, and maybe that definitely cut into the time. In which case, maybe. Is it like Gary smoking, for half an hour every hour?
It could
how long
be.
are you really working for?
It depends on how long the breaks are.
Yeah.
Because nobody likes coming back after a 30, 40-minute break.
But a weak bladder, they can't control that,
Right.
You want your artist to be comfortable,
Yeah, absolutely.
Have some fucking compassion.
Maybe they're going to the bathroom to do a little, who knows? Gotta keep moving.
So my artist says they gotta pee, but there's a plume of pot smoke coming from the bathroom every 20 minutes.
That'd be wild.
I'm concerned.
I don't think they're going pee.
We're out of toilet paper.
They've just got the toilet paper on the floor blowing into the roll,
Oh man, that teriyaki chicken.
Did they get the tattoo finished? Does it say?
Well, let's find out. It says, my tattoo artist charges $125 an hour. My tattoo is done by the hour, and in the end, I was there for a little over 2 hours. So in the end, before my tip, my tattoo was $270. I wouldn't have had an issue with this, but my tattoo artist had gotten up 7 times to use the bathroom and was gone for at least 5 minutes each time and left her timer going. I asked if there was any way I could get the time she was in the bathroom taken off, and she made a face and then kindly said no. I didn't argue, so I just paid for the tattoo but left a lower tip than usual. She emailed me this morning and asked me not to book with her anymore because she said I disrespected her and her work. I'm upset because she does amazing work, but I don't feel that I was wrong. If she had gotten up once or twice, I wouldn't have cared.
Yeah, I mean, they're bathroom breaks, if it feels abused.
And they were like less than 5 minutes. What the fuck? People do worse.
Yeah, for sure. People definitely do worse.
People do worse.
What were you gonna say?
I feel like if the client's in the bathroom and the artist gets up and says, I gotta go to the bathroom, and the door closes and you hear, then you might be like, I want some money back.
Right.
But if,
But if the tattoo still came out amazing, then that's not your business.
that's true too.
Yeah.
They could just be blowing their nose. They're sick. So how do you know he's not really using the bathroom? Said, because every time he goes in there, I hear a bottle open.
Comes back a little happier.
His hair's a little bit more fucked up. All right, time for some highlight, some white lines.
What's this timer? Like people have like an actual timer and they just like, all right, we're gonna start tattooing.
Yeah.
That's why you don't
like
tell
all
people you
crazy
charge
like
by
that?
time.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard people, I've got some friends that'll, they've got a timer going, so they charge from the moment that they stencil to the time that they bandage up.
Ooh.
So, yeah, to me that gets a little crazy because, like, I want to enjoy lunch. If you need a bathroom break, you need to do what you need to do.
Vibe with the person.
Yeah.
And hang out.
That's why I think hourly is really tough.
Well, that's why you don't do that. Yeah, I used to do that for a while. It's like, yeah, I charge X amount an hour, and then people are like, well, it was about 2.5 hours, and they started telling me how much. Well, it should only take 2 hours, so that's what, $250. Okay.
Right, and then they're kind of watching the clock a bit too much. But on the other hand, it can also lead to tattooers being unethical, I guess you could call it, taking 40-minute breaks if it's not by the hour. You know what I mean? They can kind of get away with a little bit more.
Yeah.
But that's shittier tattooers.
I mean, there has to be transparency. You can't just be there dicking around with people's time too. You got to be like, hey man, expect to be there about 8 hours. We'll probably have about 6 hours of tattooing time. We're gonna take some breaks in between.
Play Smash Bros.
I need a stretch, man. I've been tattooing 20 years. My back hurts, so I need to do it, and the work comes out better. Sometimes you have to
what if the artist's back was all hurting?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're still gonna get what you wanted in the first place. You know what it's gonna cost you.
Communication.
Communication, it all goes back to communication.
Yeah, man, it depends on the person, on the demeanor, on the professionalism of the individual, right? If it's a young tattoo artist and they don't know what they're doing, they just kind of go and smoke break and fuck around, then I might be a little upset, right?
Sure, right.
Somebody a little older who stands up and it's like, oh, yeah, hold on, bro, I gotta stretch. Then I feel like, yeah, go ahead, do it. 3-4 minutes pass,
Do what you
come
need.
back, have at it again.
Yeah, I mean, you could say you charge about so much an hour, but we'll charge you $700 if it takes more or less. It is what it is. At least you know what you're getting yourself into. But I know not everybody can do that.
Or just know what you want to charge for that piece and say that, and don't seem like an asshole and charge for every second of everything,
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is weird because I mean, some people do take off their breaks. They're like, all right, well, my timer says 2 hours, but we ate some food. I'll take off 30 minutes or whatever. But even still, it's like it was a 2-hour tattoo. Like,
you gotta have like a little chess clock every time you guys get up. Right. I'm getting up, tattooing. Client needs to get up.
Oh, we're gonna stretch.
Yep. Sneeze.
Yeah, right.
A sneeze is 3 seconds, man.
I
And
know.
accidentally forget to turn it back on.
It adds up.
Oh my God.
Gosh.
No, then you're screwed.
Yeah.
Then you gotta charge what the timer says.
Oh, no.
So what do you think? Is the client the asshole?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Ooh. I mean, I'm gonna agree with you. I think the client's the asshole, but I feel like a lot of comments on here are saying they're not the asshole.
People are traumatized by fucking their tattoo artist taking so many breaks.
Probably.
Yeah, that happened to me too.
Relatable.
This one says, not the asshole. You should reply and provide a review on Yelp and other sites that of your 2 hours for which you were fully charged, she spent nearly 40 minutes of it in the bathroom on 7 trips and did not stop the clock. That's a definition of being unprofessional. If she was sick, she should have still discounted 30 minutes to make up for the time. There are many other tattoo artists. I suggest branching out for a new favorite.
Plot twist. Tattoo artist died of dysentery. Thanks for being a jerk. Asshole.
Yeah, that's wild how many people are saying they should give her a review. Not the asshole, you should review her online and make others aware. You shouldn't have even given a tip. Side question, by the way, would you tip someone who charges $125 an hour anyway? You have paid for their time and talent, and they are not a waiter or waitress on a tipped minimum wage. They get the whole thing as an artist. Not true. Would you tip a doctor charging you $125 an hour too, or a lawyer? Guess it's very different in the US compared to UK and Europe and how we see things. But generally, the shop or the owner gets, on average, like 50%, 40%, whatever it may be. So they're really not getting that, and then they still have to pay for their supplies. So they're not getting all of that.
Yeah, and your time and everything.
She got a fraction of that. Not the asshole. I get 90-minute specialty massages. If my guy leaves for you in 5 minutes, he adds 5 minutes to the end. If you charge by the hour, you better be there the whole hour. Yeah, that's wild. I don't think there's one person that's calling him the a-hole in here. Which kind of surprises me. It's just, I don't know. I think you're making a stink about nothing. But.
And then what if it was like the client kept moving and being all fidgety and the artist is like standing up because they're like frustrated and having to take a little break?
For sure. Yeah, very well could have been them.
That was the 5 minutes.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really want to deal with a person like that either. I'd probably email them or, maybe
Like,
next time they sent
I
it.
don't want you to sit in my chair anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just when it becomes like that, it's just like it's not worth your time. I don't think. It's just.
There's plenty of other clients that have good vibes.
Yep.
Yeah, why don't you make something creative and see how long it takes you, how many breaks you take?
Right.
Sure.
And also, like the time that they took to draw beforehand and stuff like that, it's like they just assuming that the design was already prepped and ready. You know what I mean? There's a lot to it.
I want to see the tattoo.
We'll make one up for you. I'll draw one for you. We'll pretend.
They got this.
This one says, not the asshole. Sounds like she was padding her time. Either way, she charged for time she didn't work. That is unethical, and you should let the owner know and write a review if they aren't going to do anything about it. That's wild that so many people are just jumping to reviews.
And if they were so bothered, why'd they still tip her?
Right.
Like if they wanted to make a fuss about it, make it like right then and there. Don't wait like.
Yeah, bring it up to him maybe. Yeah, I mean, I guess they did bring it up to her, but yeah, if you don't have to tip.
Yeah, like then don't leave the tip, and then that's it. Be mad, and then come back next time for the next tattoo.
And you still have that tattooer, right?
Yeah.
Because the tattoo artist shouldn't get mad that they didn't get a tip, but they're gonna be mad that you made us think about it. Yeah. Anyway.
And we're sensitive. No.
Some of us are. So yeah, I think we're gonna call them the asshole on this one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Asshole. Oh boy, this is a long one. Hopefully,
Oh my God. It's very
hopefully you
long.
guys are ready.
A book right there.
So this one says, am I the asshole for telling a friend what her tattoo really says?
We get all the details.
First impressions? What do you think?
No, I think that makes you a friend. I feel like if, the symbol of these hands with these types of flowers are on your back and you're like, oh, it's a really pretty thing. But then it's a drawing out of a comic book that actually means fuck you to this type of thing. Then you're going to be like, I know you think it looks pretty,
Just so you know.
but that means this.
Yeah.
You're kind of just being a friend.
All right, well, buckle up. Throwaway. Friend group knows my main account. I, 37 male, went out New Year's Eve with a group of friends, and the group had some friends of friends, basically people I've only known in passing. One of them, Andy, 39 male, brought his girlfriend, Julie, 30s female. Julie decided to show a tattoo she got last week. She rolled up her sleeve to show it, and she announced proudly it said strength and beauty in Chinese. It was on her forearm, and I almost spit take. Now I have to explain, I'm half Korean, but people have mistaken me as Hispanic, so I don't really look Korean to most Westerners. I'm also not fluent, but conversational in Korean and able to read. The tattoo was in Hangul characters, and it definitely did not say strength and beauty. Julie got upset at my spit take and asked what my problem was. I said, it's not Chinese and it doesn't say what you think it does. She got even more mad and said, what would I know? I explained I was Korean American, can read Korean, and what it says is not nice. I asked her what happened at the tattoo shop, and she said she always wanted to get an Asian character and went to the shop and saw a Chinese guy in the shop and demanded he be the one to do her ink. I asked Julie and Andy if Julie did anything that could have pissed the tattoo artist off. She denied it, but Andy confessed she was super pushy about it and kept saying she wanted him to do it over any other artist in the shop because he would be used to the characters, plus a few other statements. By this point, she was crying and not enjoying hanging out for New Year's Eve. She wanted to leave and wanted Andy to take her. So far, what do you think?
Yeah, it sounds like if she walked into a shop and saw an Asian individual and said, that guy must be Chinese. Right. Hey, Chinese man.
Right.
Yeah,
I'd like to get this symbol that
up.
means love and strength. And that guy is like, Mexican that looks Asian. He might be like, the fuck? Esta cabrona quiere una pinche, and he might fucking tattoo fries on her.
Right.
So.
Yeah, and it's not up to him to know what that means,
Yeah. Tell me more about this racist.
Says, on her way out, she asked me what it said. I said, it's like the worst thing you could call a woman. It's like bitch, but worse. She just burst into tears while walking out. After the two of them left, the rest of my friends said I was a real jerk for spoiling her new tattoo and I could have made something up or not react. I had to explain that the word is really a cultural faux pas, and to see it on skin is shocking to the highest degree, and the fact I was sipping on a beer when she revealed it only made the spit take impossible to avoid. Well, this morning I got some messages from my friends saying I really should apologize to Julie for traumatizing her about her tattoo. I feel like this is ridiculous, like it's a really vulgar word on her arm, and if I had that on my skin, I'd like to know. But everyone else thinks that I should have just complimented her instead. So Reddit...
It's a liar.
Yeah, right. Everybody loves a liar. So Reddit, am I the asshole for revealing to a friend what her tattoo actually says? There's an update, but we'll stop there. Like you said, I don't think he's the asshole. It's like, I would definitely want to know if it said on my arm or something ridiculous.
I think it does. No. Yeah, I don't know, man. If I got a mushroom tattoo with a small head, I'd like for you to tell me it's a penis before you apply it on me and
right.
be a homie.
Yeah, I mean, it's already on her, but if it's on you, I'd be like, well, that kind of looks phallic.
Yeah, something. I think you're being a friend at that point,
Absolutely.
Being a real one.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if we were in Spain and they didn't speak very much English, I'd be like, that says, dirty hippie or whatever. Is that usable?
Cancelled.
Asshole.
Don't get mad.
They don't have the internet.
Wow.
But yeah. So there is an update. It said, my friends contacted me a day later and apologized for responding to me that way they did New Year's Eve. They said they were more worried about the New Year's Eve party being brought down that night, but after sleeping on it and getting back to work, most of them realized they too would have wanted to know if they got branded with a vulgar word. Also, very few knew Julie and only knew her through Andy, so they mostly tolerate her. Apparently this isn't her first incident either, and Julie isn't white, which is kind of funny, everyone painting her as some blonde white girl, LOL. I decided to play peacemaker and talk to Andy and Julie and even offered to meet them at the tattoo shop. We went Friday night, walked in, and I saw the tattoo artist in question. Funny thing is, most Asians can tell I'm half Asian by looking, so he saw me and went, "You told her what it said, yes?" Kind of nonchalantly in Korean. We had a brief conversation in Korean. He remarked my accent had an American twang to it and asked where my family was from. Found out both of our families came from the same city. The gist is, I pointed out he could get sued for that tat. He admitted he pressed his luck with it and offered to pay out of pocket for another artist in the shop to do a cover-up. I relayed that back to Julie and that seemed to appease her. She went to one of the, I guess tattoo people would call it a workstation, and he explained that she still has to wait 2 months. Julie didn't like that, even when the tattoo artist explained the standard procedure is to wait 2 months for a tat to heal until a cover-up is done, and thankfully Googled it and pointed out that 2 months seems to be the minimum, and more complex tattoos have up to 6 months recommended healing before a cover-up job. She accepted the offer for a free cover-up and the paperwork was signed and such. Am I the asshole?
Oh yeah, he's so nice. Even went and cleared it up for her and shit.
Right, I think he kind of went out of his way to help out with the situation. And if the tattoo artist admitted it,
tattoo artist is an asshole.
The tattoo artist is definitely an asshole in this
that's
case.
bogus as fuck.
That's
Just
wild.
Don't fucking tattoo her.
Right.
The fuck?
That's crazy. She's gonna find out
Oh
eventually.
my gosh.
Yeah, that's a huge bummer. What a sabotage. I'm telling you, it sounds like she went in there and was like, "Excuse me, sir, you must be Chinese."
Yeah, she was definitely an asshole probably when she went in there.
Yeah, it seems like it.
That doesn't. That's
Yeah.
still not okay.
Yeah, still doesn't give the tattooer the right. Yeah.
Fired. No.
Yeah, something like that. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, that's nuts.
Yeah, that's like, they're brown, they must speak Spanish.
Yeah, don't they all? Yeah, that's insane. Not the asshole. You didn't give her the shitty tattoo. You informed her that it said something bad. Everyone is only mad at you because you brought it to light, as you should. If I had what sounds like a possible slur on my arm, I would want to know ASAP so I could get the tattoo covered up or laser removed.
Yeah, that's a friend.
Also, like, people need to stop getting things if they don't know what the fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, we've all got Google Translate on our phone, right?
yeah.
Step one.
I mean, even that's wrong.
No, right. I just wonder if she even tried that step beforehand or just was like,
Yeah.
Also, I got some Vulcan writing on the side of my leg from Star Trek. I'm pretty sure it means awesome.
yeah.
But I haven't met a Vulcan yet, so until I do,
Sure.
But I'm also
live
curious
long and prosper.
if she must have not gone to this artist with this design, right? Because the artist changed it to say that word.
Yeah,
So did she just want something that looked Asian?
yeah, I don't know.
I want to see the tattoo. No,
Yeah, I mean, the approach is shitty, right? Because you would have to do your own research. So
Right.
you go and do some research and ask around. I tell everybody, right? It's not my responsibility to try and figure out what language and what word you want. I don't speak that language.
Absolutely.
So you have to get it. And if you just kind of walk in and be like, "Hey, I assume you know what you're doing," you might offend somebody, but it's still not within that guy's right to sabotage you and put something permanently terrible on you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even when it comes to English, it still comes down to the client triple checking and making sure everything's spelled right.
the
Like,
right way.
Yeah.
and-
I think she's got a real friend with the guy that helped her, but the guy who gave her the tattoo that's wrong is the asshole.
absolutely. Yeah,
I
he's
think
the true
this segment
asshole.
is find the asshole.
Found the asshole, and it's the artist.
Definitely. So that guy's not the asshole. The tattooer is absolutely the asshole, and Julie could be an asshole.
She
Yeah.
quite possibly might be.
Not the asshole. I guess we call him not the
Yeah,
asshole.
Right, not the asshole.
Good
Yeah,
for you,
not
guy.
the guy for helping for sure.
Absolutely not. All right, so this one is titled, Am I the A-hole for getting a tattoo to memorialize my cat before getting a tattoo of my son's initials?
How old is the son? Like 15?
He's the one
Yeah,
complaining.
15 years ago I got my cat's initials.
They have a
And I-
3-year-old son.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't even know.
Yeah, that kid still sucks. He's throwing up and pooping everywhere.
Right.
Get your cat's initials first.
For sure. Right, why not? Like, what?
Little micro portrait of your cat
Yeah.
Yeah.
so that he never
I didn't know
forgets
there
his
was, like,
pussy.
A timeline
cat.
or steps to that.
Yeah, I mean, because if the son could read and like be truly angry about the tattoo, then, I mean, maybe, but let's find out. 24 female and my partner is 24 male, if that matters. We have a 3-year-old son together. I'm very new to getting tattoos. I only have about 3 so far. My latest one I got yesterday was of a drawing I had made of my cat, who I love so dearly. He's unfortunately sick and will likely pass away within the next few years, so I decided to get a tattoo of him before he goes. It was kind of spontaneous decision to get the tattoo, so when I finally showed my partner, he was surprised. He asked me why I still haven't gotten our son's initials like we had planned. I told him 1, I'm unsure of the font size and the style I want, and 2, I want to make sure the tattoo was thoroughly planned before getting it since it will be for our son. My partner then started accusing me of liking the cat more since I've been putting it off for so long, but got one for the cat immediately. I told him I think I have great and valid reasons for wanting to wait and plan out this tattoo since it's of a greater importance and it is permanent. I don't want to rush into doing it and then hate the tattoo that's supposed to be for my own kid. He then said it's just awfully suspicious since I used to complain about our son a lot and have never once complained about the cat.
What the fuck? What is going on?
This is hilarious. I told him he was being silly and that of course I had hard moments parenting a 3-year-old. He's 3. He kind of just stopped talking to me and hasn't said much to me. I think he's being absolutely ridiculous. Am I the asshole?
I think it's part of the cat's master plan. That's the real asshole. Is that cat somewhere sitting there on the steps like, yeah, you got me tattooed first.
Yeah.
It's all part of my plan.
As he's clawing the couch.
What does the guy have against the fucking cat? Like, what? Am I allowed to swear?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God.
You've been.
Oops.
Yeah, this one's hilarious. It's like, I mean, it kind of does seem like she likes the cat better. So far, kid's 3. I would probably be in the same position. And the boyfriend or partner likes the kid more. But he probably doesn't have to take care of him and change his diaper, so.
Yeah.
But again, like you said,
He was
that
going through something that day.
yeah, I mean the kid's 3, and it's like, and the dad is getting mad about not getting the initials. It's kind of crazy.
Sounds like a hater, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the dad's the asshole here, you know, like passing judgment and just like not letting her enjoy her tattoo right away.
He's
Yucked her yums.
Yep. Yucked her yums.
Oh, he's the asshole.
He's the asshole.
Yeah, just not letting, like you said, not letting her enjoy it. It's just like, again, it's her body. She can do what she wants. You know, if she wants to get 3 other tattoos before the son's initials, so be it. Why does that matter? Somebody says, not the asshole, and yes, he's acting crazy and entitled, also awfully controlling. You want the cat tattoo while the cat's still there, which won't be for long. Presumably your son will be there with you much longer. We hope.
Yeah, if this was fairly recent, if she comes by, I'll give her a tattoo of her cat before she gets a tattoo of her son again. Just to really, just
double
to
down.
really stick it to her asshole hubby.
Right.
Wasted.
I shouldn't be laughing, but the fact that he thinks it's suspicious that you complain about your son and not the cat sounds so funny to me. Haha. Anyway, not the asshole. It's totally perfect that you want to think better the idea of your son's tattoo and not just doing something random and not well planned. That should also show him how much you love your son and how special it is. Your husband is being unreasonable. Yeah, what's so suspicious about that? That's nuts. Like, she has to wait until she gets her son's initials, which again sounds controlling. It's like people asking their partners to get their name on them. You know, it's wild. I wonder what the cat's name is, because the cat's initials would be a hilarious tattoo. Like, not just the cat portrait, but like, you know, RJF.
Yeah, I think if in that case, if they had both planned out a day to go get something together and she goes behind his back and spends that money that was meant for that tattoo of their son's initials, then yeah, she might be the asshole. Because she went behind his back, got something, and then spend the funds.
Yeah, but if the funds were taken out of the equation.
Yeah, if she just went and spontaneous.
I mean, if he wasn't with her when she got it, then that's why she couldn't get the kids' initials.
Right.
Should I get something different, you know?
He's just got tattoo envy.
Yeah, right, he's jealous. Yeah.
He's like, aw, you got another tattoo before me?
We were supposed to go together.
Babe.
I like it. Info, does your partner have your son's initials tattooed on him? What's this like we had planned? Why does he get a say in putting a tattoo on your body? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Not the asshole, sounds like your husband doesn't like the cat much.
Yeah, that too. He's like, now I'm gonna have to remember it forever if I want to.
Right. Cat haters, man.
You know how usually there's the videos of the cat watching you from the stairs, trying to kill you? Maybe it's the cat sleeping on the couch and it's the husband looking through the stairs,
He's
looking
staring
at the cat.
all peacefully sleeping.
You think if they split up, he would take the son, she would take the cat?
Yes,
Absolutely right.
that's right.
Not the asshole. How are you married to an immature brat? LOL. Yeah, it just seems like he's picking a fight about nothing.
I
Go
think
get
she's
that
gonna make
tattoo,
him
girl.
tuna sandwiches with cat food from now on.
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
I bet he wouldn't even taste the difference.
Probably not. That was my tuna, says the cat.
Babe, this tuna sandwich tastes delicious. What's the crunch?
Meow mix.
Din din.
Not the asshole. The cat isn't going to be around for much longer, but has been around a lot longer than the child. I'm guessing. Second, a child can grow up and change their name. A cat can't. So giving time could work in her favor.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
deep.
very pre-planned.
It's very deep.
You never know. 30 years from now, that kid can hate you and change his name.
Right? Or the kid grows up to be an absolute brat. Who knows?
Yeah, you don't want his name on you.
Right.
Yeah, in
Get out of
20
here.
years, you'll forget that cat. Not if you get it tattooed first.
Hey.
See?
So who do we think's the asshole here?
Oh,
the-
the guy, the husband.
The guy, right?
Yeah.
I
She's
think
definitely
it's
not
the
the
husband.
asshole.
No.
Yeah.
She said,
Tattoo
fuck them
envy.
kids.
Yep. The cat's not the asshole. The little boy's not the asshole. The dad is definitely the a-hole.
Yep.
All right, so I think that wraps this one up. I think this one was pretty fun. Thank you guys so much for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Don't forget to check out their socials on Instagram or Facebook or whatever they've got.
Instagram.
LinkedIn, Bumble, I don't know, MySpace.
Oh,
it's
You guys got a MySpace still?
I do.
Do
You're
you?
in my top 8.
You didn't know?
Oh, you didn't know?
Is there 8? It's not top 4. It is top 8. Oh wow.
Oh, God.
What music was on your MySpace?
Asshole.
Do you remember what song was on your MySpace? The last one you had?
Oh, probably like Groundhog Day, that you and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals, so let's...
What was the name of that group?
Groundhog Band, the ground, it's something like that.
It wasn't Bare Naked Ladies. It was.
No. Asshole!
Fuck. Now I want to know what it was.
Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yep. Don't forget to like and subscribe while you're here. Do what Raph said. And thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time. See ya.
Bye.
Gang, gang.
Bloodhound Gang! I knew it. I said Groundhog Band.